Hey, what's up everyone? How are we all doing? Hope everyone's okay. It's good to see you again. I tell you what, the international break is bloody boring, isn't it? Oh my god, struggling for content. I didn't even do a YouTube video for the international break. However, I have been posting a lot of TikToks. So if you're interested in that, or I always put it in at the start or the end of the video, go ahead and check out the TikToks if you want. They're doing well for views, so I'll talk about more of the footballing world at large rather than just Blues. I found recently, talking about Blues on YouTube, I'm kind of looking at my videos thinking they're looking a bit repetitive and a bit stagnant. So I might actually start to branch off while still doing the Blues stuff and do some, football at large. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But for now, Lincoln away tomorrow, and it's a bloody tough game. Please don't look past this game. I'm sure Chris Davies will be, he'll have his notebook out and his pen. Obviously, we've got all the boys coming back from international duty, and it'd be nice to see them click right back into the machine. Lincoln Town, very organised outfit, proper League One. A lot of people had them picked to be playoff contenders, and watching them this season, you can see why. They play similarly to Wrexham in that they don't have a lot of the ball. However, they only play three at the back, so when they do convert possession, when they do get hold of possession, they'll easily be able to convert them into goals. They've got a very high conversion rate. Very athletic team. They've got a madman at the back by the name of Paulie O'Connor. A lot of you will know that name already. He's been doing the rounds for years. He's captain at Lincoln now. Loves the yellow card, so Stansfield and May are going to have a hell of a time trying to get in behind him for sure. I think they average something stupid like 30% possession. So when they do get the ball, it's bodies forward, and Blues can struggle with that style of play, especially with Christian Bielik not being there to organise the back, and that's not a criticism at Ben Davies or Christian Clara. It's just I feel like Bielik has that organisational skill about him. However, there's never a good time to get injured, but before the international break usually isn't that bad if you're only going to be out for the course of 4 to 6 weeks. I feel like you get 2 weeks done out of the way and you only miss a grand total of 4 or 5 games, which is a lot, but not much as nowhere near what it could be. The possibility of seeing Sanderson and Laird back. I haven't seen Chris Davies' interview yet. I don't think it's been posted, but maybe we could expect to see them. I'd imagine he'd start Taylor, Gardner, Hickman just for that level of security, just to ease Laird back into the swing of things. Maybe if we're winning at the break, he brings on Laird just to get him some blood in the legs, some minutes there. I watched the interview for the Lincoln City manager. His name escapes me. He's got kind of a weird name. He looked very confident and self-assured, and you often, when I see that in a manager, usually they go straight to, they've spent a lot of money, they've got a lot of good players and big transfers, and he didn't do that. So when they don't talk about stuff like that, it can't help but feel like they've got a few tricks up their sleeve. And he said, we're going to do what we do, we're at home, the onus is on us to go out and attack the game. And that's that's what you want to hear as an opposition fan. What you don't want to hear is we'll be looking to get a draw, so I'll sit back in a deep block and just see what happens. If they're going to be coming at us, there's opportunities in behind, there's space in behind for, you'd imagine Thor to, get the ball into Alfie May, and Stansfield, as he did in the Rotherham game. A lot of people have been calling for a Scott Wright start, and while I really have come around to Scott Wright, I feel like him and Tomoki Iwata, we really looked past them on transfer deadline day, and I think it was just because of the Stansfield hype. So when them two signings come in, they didn't really get the attention they deserved. And Tomoki Iwata, we found out, pretty soon on, he's a player of immense quality. And Scott Wright, I know he got the late win in the Wigan game, but not a lot of people were impressed with him. I thought he was brilliant, to be fair. And not a lot of people were impressed with him, but every time he gets minutes on the field, I feel like fans are left thinking he's bloody brilliant. And, in the post-match interview against Shrewsbury, he was said, I'm quite happy to do what I'm asked. I'll come off the bench, I'll start and do a job. And, what more do you want to hear from a manager when you've got a player saying, I'm not going to be banging down your door every week demanding a start. I'll come on and score goals whenever. So he's singing right off the hymn sheet. I'd probably not give him the start, if I'm honest. Get him off the bench again. I don't want to make him a super sub, but when you're doing it that well, it's hard to put that card on the table and show it. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'd start with Hansen, Stansfield and Thor there. Alfie May and Stansfield up front. With something that, in Chris Davis we trust. I'm not knocking his decisions, but I would like to see Alfie May get the monopoly on that 9 role and just see what Stansfield can do coming in off the right. I just feel like it just gives him a little bit more freedom, and I can't help but feel sorry for Alfie May, if I'm honest. I feel like he was the man before Stansfield, and he'd done everything we would have wanted him to earn that spot. But despite that, he still gets moved in way for Stansfield. And I understand it's the $50 billion signing. I just can't help but feel a little bit frustrated for him. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I'm going to go high scoring game. I'm going to go 4-2. I think there'll be goals galore tomorrow. Hopefully 4-2 to us. But high scoring game nonetheless. It was good to talk to you all. I'll see you on the post-match interview on Sunday. Let me know how you feel about the other types of content, and go check out the TikTok if you've got the time. Take it easy, guys. See you soon.